It's morning coffee with Mike, just testing out the streams, making sure everything's working kosherly. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope everyone's ready to sit back and have a good time. And just checking to make sure we... Okay, so we got a stream working here. Let's see where it's coming from. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope everyone's ready to sit back. All right. Doing well out there. Okay, it's coming from our friends over at DLive. And DLive always works. DLive is one of the very few platforms where we could get this thing working. Odyssey is buffering really badly, and we may not have a connection. So, guys, this gives me... Morning Coffee with Mike gives me a little bit of opportunity to basically just check things out. So when we do Mike in the Night and stuff, we could go ahead and, check it out. Yeah, so Odyssey's not working. I wonder if YouTube is even working. Yeah, we are live on YouTube. So I got a strike removed. Basically, we got a strike removed on YouTube at 4 o'clock in the morning a day and a half ago, or a day ago. Hello. It's Morning Coffee with Mike. Hope everybody is in good spirits today. And oh my God, even Kick is working. Oh my God. So Kick is working. See if Rumble's working. Oh, it's all working, folks. So it looks like we're having a good, clear stream day here for you guys, oh wow, it's all working. So it looks like we're gonna have some real good times together. Hopefully, we could start streaming on all the platforms and let's see if we're on Facebook. Look, come on, baby. Let's say Facebook. Let's see if Facebook's working. Let's refresh that and see if we are live on Facebook, folks. It is Morning Coffee with Mike, guys. We're waiting for people to file in, and Morning Coffee with Mike is in good spirit. It is working on Facebook too. So thank you. Hello. So good to be with you guys tonight. The only streaming that's not working is Odyssey. Let's see. Do we have a yeah. I get the Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy, and good to see everybody here. Good to see what everybody's up to, what people are up to, and enjoying coffee. And yeah, you guys probably want to see my face. There I am, right there. Yeah, get the soundboard working today. Get the soundboard working today, folks, and yeah, just really grateful to be with you guys here this absolutely gorgeous day. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. So I think I'm going to take a nice walk to work this morning, to be honest with you guys. So, okay, let's see who's out there. So we don't have much of anybody. We got 9 people watching on YouTube. So we're kind of keeping a gauge on where people are seeing us. And, oh, it looks like... I don't know how Kick works, but... Oh, I got kicked off a Kick. Damn. Man, they keep kicking me off a Kick. I don't know why they keep kicking me off a Kick, so I can't get Kick to work, folks. I'm really sorry about that. People keep asking me to go on Kick. Anyways, YouTube, Facebook worlds, we don't got much people in there this morning. And, woo! We got Walk 686 working. So we are looking like we're restreaming again. Looks like things are working well, and our DLive is working well. Okay, guys, let's go into some discussion. What are you guys up to? What do you guys have been up to? So we got James in the house saying hi. James, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Always attentive to the live streams. And let me know if you guys got a notification for this. So we got Gary saying, lest we forget. That's correct. We are approaching Remembrance Day here in Canada. Other countries call it Armistice Day. There's different names that they call it, and all over the world. And I think I still call it Armistice Day myself. That's just me, but what do I know, right? What do I know? So it looks like we are flowing nicely here. So we lost the Kick stream, and we lost... Aw, I really want Kick to work, man. But what are you going to do? I really want a Kick to work, but I get a lot of people asking for Kick. What are you guys drinking this morning, guys? We got Rem Holdings in the house, CJ in the house. Good to see you, CJ. It is Friday, guys. And I got coffee here I made at home. Just enjoying a bit of coffee here. And, all right, let's open up. Let's get into a little bit of fun here today. I promised you guys a little bit of fun here on Morning Coffee with Mike, so let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so I've been putting up a couple of memes and some friendly stuff on the channel, just some friendly stuff to get you guys, kind of excited, kind of getting the word out and kind of being a smartass, right? Yeah, kind of being a smartass, right? So here's the first. I put this one up yesterday. Hopefully, you haven't been on the side of the majority in the last 4 years. And that's something, again, very vocal about. Hopefully you haven't been on the side of the majority in the last 4 years. Guys, I am on the side. Me and like maybe 9 people in my town are complete black sheep. Completely separated from the rest of the town. We are an island. And somebody, Boogie's commenting here, I offer a hearty and warm embrace to all new conspiracy theorists friends out there. I used to think it was just me. Now I feel so much less alone. And I gave him a link to a Mike in the Night 387 I put up, guys, if you guys want to check it out. On Rumble, we actually put up, just so you guys can see, I'll show you guys right now. Oh, Rumble Heroes. We got the Rumble Heroes going here full blast, telling us what we already know, and sensationalizing the headlines. Yeah! The Rumble Heroes working hard. Okay. My content. And here it is. 387, guys, is up. If you guys want to pick it up on Rumble, 387, Mike and the Night 387, worldwide protest. They are waging war on the poor via taxes, inflation, BS mandates, interest hikes, and that is, when was this? This is October 16, 2021, if you guys want to catch it. It is on Rumble. It is on Rumble, right? So we can't say we have to call it Rumble on here. And what else are people saying in the comments here? I'm 67 and have never been part of the majority, not once. Good for you, Richard. Then we got JJ here saying, I haven't been on the side of the majority ever since the Apawashka crisis in the First Nations and the Canadian military. Then six Gator Nation saying, being a conspiracy theorist used to be lonely, but now I'm not anymore. We got, look at all the comments on this thing, man. And it is building up. So there it is, folks. This is on our community section over on the YouTube, where hopefully you haven't been on the side of the majority in the last 4 years. And we got the comments rolling on everything here, folks. So Rumble is working nice. And unfortunately, Kick and Odyssey. Oh, I feel so bad. Don't want to work today. All right, let's keep going here. What else? I put up a few other memes for you guys here. When they say you can't do it twice and take pictures. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, okay. Yeah, is that one better there? Yeah, so when they say you can't do it twice and take pictures. And this one's a pretty good one. I like this one. Before we work on artificial intelligence, let's do something about natural stupidity. Yes. Woo! It's Morning Coffee with Mike. Let's Morning Coffee with Mike. Yeah, before we work on artificial intelligence, let's do something about natural stupidity. And nailed it. Agreed. Our artificials are intelligent enough to cause enough trouble at this point. Just get everyone to wear one of those cool hats. Hashtag no Biden or Trump 2024. Best thing I have heard in the last 3 years. Oh, I'm gonna love that comment. Thank you, Melody. And so there it is. Just wanted to put that one up there for you guys. I like to, stir the pot a bit, get myself into a little bit of trouble sometimes, and it's worth it because, it's worth getting out there. It's worth getting your message out there. It's worth I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad that I wish I could have done more because we knew it, right? We had it, right? We knew it from the start. So let me see. I got my Rumble people here. Rumble's working nicely today. And after a long, lengthy emails to these streaming platforms, we're getting back on. Looks like it's working. Gary is in the house there. We got Gary in D-Live chat. Hi, how are you, my brother? Good to see you. It's about depopulation. Death rates will rise over the next few years. And yeah. All right, let's keep going here. We're having a good morning here this morning on Morning Coffee with Mike. All right, so good comments on that one. Let's see what people said about these next ones. So that's the blah, 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 blah. I got to put up more polls for you guys. There's your tax cut for you guys. Give me $2,000. That's the government pretty much, right? Give me $2,000. And then give me $1,900. Oh, my God, thank you so much. Oh, my God. Yeah. Soundboard laughter looks even matches what this should be sounding like. Give me $1,900. Oh my God, thank you so much. You gave me a $100 discount from robbing me. So, all right. So what do people say here? Saved by the government every time. They take your money and then give you back a small percentage and expect you to be thankful. Thank you. Who was that? That's Nicola. Thank you, Nicola. I'm going to love your comment there. I love it. They're all good comments, so what a deal. What a deal. You're getting a good deal here, folks. Extortion cut. Good one. Totally. There you go. That's Diane. There we go, folks. Oh, yeah. Guys, remember, when you publicly post your comments, you may be publicly be seeing them on other replays, so nobody panic, because I actually engage with you guys. I'm always engaging with you guys because I love you guys, so... yeah, so I always engage with you guys. So we got the comments moving nicely here. Who else is here? Let me see. There you are. Okay. Rick Hunter is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. And he is saying he has been a conspiracy theorist since he was 5. Shadow Files. We in the States and new government that stops getting involved with foreign conflict. Yeah, governments should not be getting involved with other countries, but it's been happening for the longest time, right? It's been happening for the longest time because it's competition, right? Once you have competition, right? And it goes back to the Portuguese Empire days. And I'm talking about in the 1970s when they had to shut down the Portuguese trade. It was too powerful. They had Brazil, they had Angola, Mozambique. They had all these countries working in tune of a union and working together. And building infrastructure, airports, stadiums, libraries, giving the people what they want, making everybody happy, creating jobs, creating economy. The British, the Dutch, the French, everybody, Americans are like, we're going to have to starve the Portuguese to death. They can't be doing this. They can't be getting natural gas from Mozambique. They can't be getting good crude oil, sweet oil from Angola. No way! Don't even get me started on what they did in East Timor. Oh my God, in Portuguese Timor. But yeah, governments, if they let countries do their own thing and let countries build their way, everything always comes out good in the end. So if they, like think of it like this, you see, oh, look what they're doing to these people. Oh, did you know, you get a build up, you start settling, you start expanding, you start all kinds of stuff. And then good starts coming from it eventually. Good will come in the generations. Good will bring the light, right? As a Californian, I am uncomfortable being with California, not knowing if the communist freedom or loving American. Yeah, it's hard, James. Shadowfile saying, did you know the Portuguese came to America before Columbus and they didn't harm anyone? That's right. Portuguese basically were in Terra Nova, in Newfoundland, Terra Nova and Nova Scotia. They found that in the early 1400s, and they didn't claim it for Portugal. They just found the land very hard and rugged. to expand. And they went to other places. I think they went to Florida. They went to other places too. But they found that Brazil was a little bit more convenient because the weather, the ports, and how they got along with the indigenous people when the Portuguese arrived, right? They flipped the script today. They say, oh, the Portuguese were terrible. And this, no. The Portuguese would have been ripped to shreds if they basically... If the Portuguese went in there guns blazing like the Spanish, they would have been ripped to shreds. Okay, we got Rumble going. So we got people watching us on Rumble. Thank you, folks. And I appreciate you guys watching there on the Rumble platform. And we'll be multi-streaming again, Mike in the Night live this Saturday. Don't forget to join us, Mike in the Night. You're not safe for work show. So I kind of want to throw that out there for you guys. And hopefully we could get Odyssey. I'm going to email Odyssey again tonight and see if they could help us out on what's going on. So leave your comments in there and I will read them as we go along through the show here with Morning Coffee. What are you drinking? What's your coffee? What are you guys drinking today? I got some home brew here. We got Sodi Purple in the house and D-Live. And I want to thank everyone for sending me lemons on D-Live. That means a lot. All right, let's keep going. So let's go over this. We'll go over some headlines in a few. Okay, guys, big announcement for the channel, guys. Big announcement. So we're going to get a drum roll going here. Do we have drum rolls? We got 0 new subscribers, and we are going into 8th month straight on YouTube. Oh, thank you. So here it is. Mike Martins, here's your channel, did last month 0 new subscribers, 55,700 total views, and 247K minutes watched. And when you can't get your message out there, and you've been trying to get your message out there for the last 10 years, it's kind of heartbreaking because you could have done so much more for people, but it is what it is. So there it is, 0 new subscribers, and you know what the funny part? Let's look at the comments. It's in all honesty, it's a miracle they haven't deducted subscribers from you. The Matrix always lies. We love you, Mike. Don't stop, bro. It's happening to all truth tellers. We will prevail. You must be doing something right. Thanks, Mike. Wow, Google is totally burning you. That is not possible. This cannot be right. Are you on the naughty step? You're definitely a marked man. Prayers be with you. Thanks, D. I definitely subscribed to you within the last 8 months. So I'm getting a lot. So if YouTube, so David's saying subbed. This is wild. So this is it, folks. And do I have the other one? Oh, I didn't put the other one because I have the last 3 months of this Telegram. I've been or email, Telegram or wire. What do you call it? Morse code that was sent to me, and so. Thank you for laughing with me here. Not laughing at me, but laughing with me. So Chris is saying legal aid isn't free in Alberta. No, legal aid wasn't never really free anywhere. Legal aid has actually been secretly working with the government, taking, from what I've heard, in some countries, legal aid has been taking bribes from other countries, governments, to allow the governments to basically not take cases that go against the governments, right? So, okay, we got good day, Mike, and fellow humans. That's indigenous creature. James is saying, as a Californian, I'm uncomfortable. I got that one. Communist, freedom-loving American. And then homebrew here also, says Wally-O Beef. Hard liquor, LOL, just kidding, says Justin. Well, if you're living in Australia, I mean, well, no, it'd be, I don't know, it's like early, yeah, never mind. Folgers Black, oh no, if you're in the UK watching this, then yes, you could be having hard liquor if you're in the UK right now watching this. And Shrooms from a Volcano says WT, legal aid ensures that you get represented as property. Right. All right, so that's comments there on YouTube, and Rumble is saying, "I'm in Ontario, and have you, you have been popping up in Freedom Fighter group, just a small group." Oh wait, I'm in Ontario, and you have been popping up in our Freedom Fighter group, just a small group from a small city. Says Walk 686. Well, Walk 686. It's not now that, it's not that it now doesn't matter. It's nice, but go back before before they pulled the trigger on the pandemic and see how we were warning people about this years before. I just wish more was done years before, so we wouldn't be here today, right? So that's how I see it, right? I see it. It's like, well, now what do we do now? Do I sensationalize headlines? When there's a housing is unaffordable, do I go back and show you 10 years worth of videos, of 700 videos of housing not going to be affordable in the future by 2020 or by 2018 or by 2016? Do we go back and show you food videos we made that food will be unaffordable in the next 5 to 10 years, showing you about food inflation? How do we do this, right? How do we, like, what do we do now, right? That's the part we're at right now. Like, what do I do now, right? All right, we got no comments in D Live, so let's keep going here. So let's keep going here, and just paid my PST, and there's been my hospital in my area, so a lot of people don't know this. So I'll tell you guys what's happening in my area. The hospital closes sometimes 2-3 times, sometimes 6 times a month. It depends. I'm not too sure, so I don't want to give you exact numbers. There was 1 week where it was closed twice in a week, and then another week it was closed 3 times, and then another week was once, and then no, and then 1 week yes. So I just paid my PST, my provincial sales tax. Hopefully the hospital is open today. Yeah, and that's where we're headed right now. Switzerland. I like this one, folks. I really like this one. Switzerland has a high rate of gun ownership. Here's why they don't have any mass shootings. They don't have a FBI or Central Intelligence Agency, and that is so true. So true. You could look up and do your own research if you'd like to check it out. And so there it is right there. And if you go into some of the statistics and facts, you will actually bring up how heavily armed citizenry have a grip on things in their countries. And yeah. All right, let's keep going. Switzerland has always, throughout its history, been on the defense of its national border. They not only arrested Germans for border violations, they arrested allies as well. Switzerland is a little like Texas of Europe. That's a really good way to put that, Tim. I'm going to love that. Thank you, buddy. There you go. Hallelujah. Thanks, buddy. So that's a good way to put it, right? All right. I hope you guys are enjoying your coffee. It is morning coffee with Mike. And guys, just an FYI, we put up episode 387 of Mike in the Night on Rumble. We're uploading back on there. On Rumble, it looks like it's free and clear, so I'm going to give you guys the link on Rumble. It's Rumble here. We can't say it on YouTube anymore, so it's on Rumble. There's the live link there. We put episode 387 from October 16, 2021. What an incredible episode. What an incredible episode. Incredible callers. I really invite everyone to go check that episode out if you can. I really appreciate if you check that out and see what we've been talking about. What we've been talking about here all these years, and trying to make the difference before it happened, right? So we got Rem Holdings in the comments saying, Mike, the last walking clinic in Vernon will be closed in a week. Wait, you mean it's just gonna, but the hospital will be open, right? The last walking clinic in Vernon will be closed in a week. 4 men in a rock and roll band fly at night. In the morning we land. Says Earth Sign. Good to see you in the house, Earth Sign. Okay, folks. We got D Live rocking and rolling. So we got Gary is putting some links there on some videos worth watching. A lot of this stuff for some reason is surfacing now, and if you go back to here to these episodes of Mike in the Night, it was already front and center. And then that's what I'm not understanding. And we're going off research from the UK, research off of Australian government websites, UK, Canadian websites, going off of people dying suddenly, what's happening in the sports. Now, for some reason, it's now becoming something now. But when it was happening, I don't know if the mainstream media had such a powerful grip on a lot of people that people just stopped looking outside. But who the hell could blame? I mean, watch mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it all like you guys are. And, all right. We got Ric Flair in the house. Rick? Woo! And when you're talking about me, folks, you're talking about all man. All right, you're talking about all man here today on Morning Coffee with Mike. And before we get into some headlines here real quick for you guys, let's get into a little bit of Babylon Bee. The fake news that actually is real. And what is Babylon Bee reporting today, folks? Want to be an FBI agent? Here are the top 9 qualifications. Oh, wow. Celebrities start cozying up to Jews again now that actor strike is over. Oh, yeah. So, things are starting to change again. And archaeologists discover Apostles Paul's completed Awana vest. There it is, folks. It's in the dirt. And Gavin Newsom quickly bans high-capacity assault high heels. Oh, that is, yeah. Yep. Republicans consider comprising with the left on nuanced issue of baby murder. Okay, I don't know what that's a spin-off. Let me know in the comments if you know what that's a spin-off. Nikki Haley stumped while debate moderator asked her to list some countries she would invade. That's a good one. Yes, let us know some countries. So this is more of an American-based kind of almost real news in a way because they take a spin on it in a way where it's true, but they're also taking a spin on it in a more of a fun approach to get people to wake up. All right, we don't got anyone commenting on the YouTube stream here. I'm getting people asking me I got people messaging me right now if I'm going to be doing Morning Coffee with Mike. They're waiting. Well, they got to refresh the channel and see that we're live, unfortunately. Okay. That's our Babylon Bee news. And now Canada, this is a very interesting insight coming out of Canada. And yep, there's somebody again messaging me. Morning Coffee with Mike, are you live? I don't know. And I got a push email from Jagmeet Singh, a push email from the NDP party, which I don't subscribe to or affiliate with or want nothing to do with in my email. I'm going to block that the second I'm done with you guys. And immigrants explain why they're leaving Canada. And yeah, it's very hard to just to get by here in this country. The price of housing, the money laundering pretty much destroyed Canada. Right? So, immigrants explain why they're leaving Canada. Why? Well, again, since 1993, Canada's been on a downhill decline. So, immigrants to Canada are increasingly leaving this country for opportunities elsewhere, according to a study conducted by the Institute for Canadian Citizenship and the Conference Board of Canada. In fact, the number of immigrants who left Canada rose 31% above the national average in 2017 and 2019. Right? Factors that influence onward migration include economic integration, a sense of belonging, racism, home ownership, lack thereof, and economic opportunities in other countries, the report revealed. Amid a crunch of affordable housing and other services, Immigration Minister Mark Miller announced on November 1st that the federal government intends to maintain its target, admitting 500,000 new permanent residents in 2026. Now, Canada already pulled something like this in the back ends, or and we covered this multiple times, so I kind of want to bring this up again. And that number of 500,000, so this doesn't count towards immigration. So if you go on Immigration Stats Canada, you'll get a different number. But since this is from 2016, and we covered this on the channel, Canada wants more Chinese workers, students, tourists, and immigration minister. So this was a ploy to bring in more Chinese money to Toronto and Vancouver right there, and bringing in 500,000 per year. And opening more visa offices will help Canada compete for Chinese workers, students, and lucrative tourist businesses. And Canada was basically deporting the Portuguese out the back door because they built the infrastructure, and bringing in Chinese to come and live in the infrastructure. And that's 500,000 per year. And it's all about the money, because they spend a lot of money. It says right here, they spend a lot of money. And that's how our housing market has been going all these years. And this has become a major problem for Canada and the Canadian proper, because the Canadian proper has to deal with artificial shortages. When you leave all these homes empty, you create these artificial shortages where people that own homes become wealthy on paper, but the people that want to get into a house and live a normal life and go to their work won't be allowed to get in because it's just unobtainable. And housing's been out of reach in Canada pretty much since 2012. So the price of housing during the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver, we were supposed to see a correction. We never did. Instead, they opened the floodgates and let in foreign money, and our GDP was propped by money laundering. And money laundering is basically why my channel on all platforms have been shadow banned. And then once you connect the money laundering to Chinese gangs and fentanyl, that is actually monitored by the Chinese Communist government, with factories in China producing dangerous opioids and drugs that are wiping out Canadian youth across Canada. And it's something we've been extremely vocal about. We used to walk up and down 10 cities and on downtown Lower East Side Vancouver, filming for you guys back in 2012, 13, 14, and 15, and 16, until I left Vancouver. Because I was not going to pay $3 million for a house that I could realistically buy in Alabama or a decent part of Florida for 40 grand. Yeah, the same house that they were selling in Vancouver is 40 grand in Vancouver, in Florida. So that's the problem. Wages and incomes have never kept up with money. Our wages and incomes in Canada have never kept up with the money laundering. And that's why we have this prop GDP on housing, and that's why we are in the position we are in today. And that's why people cannot afford to live or be part of the Canadian society anymore, because Canada was an idea, and that's that, folks. I just wanted to kind of give my spiel on that here for you guys. All right, it looks like everything is streaming nicely. And, okay, who else is here? Good afternoon, everyone. To the Most High God is in the house. Good afternoon. TV is dying in flavor of Mike and Like, says Wallio Beef. So Earthsign is saying he's not high yet. It's an invasion of North America. That's right. It's an economic takeover, folks. And that is something that I've been really trying to make sense of with you guys over the years. And it just goes back to, every morning wish, when I wake up in the morning, every day I wish there was more I could have done over these years, and there was more, if I took a different angle, maybe to get more attention, maybe if I did more. I did lots of on the ground reporting, and then our first channel got terminated. So yes, that's correct. Earthsign is saying Canada was the Hudson's Bay Company. Canada was the Hudson's Bay Company. That's correct, Earthsign. That's on YouTube. And then over on Rumble, we have no comments. And on DLive, Gary just left a few links for us to check out. And then over on Twitch, there's nobody on Twitch. It's streaming, though, but there's nobody there. And Facebook is working. Hey, how you doing? Michael Francis in the house. Evelyn in the house. Sabrina in the house. Kathy in the house. Good to see you guys on on I got a really big following on Facebook that I've built over the last 10 years, but I don't get nobody watching my stuff on Facebook too much. They opened me up in August, when Canada was doing that transition with no media on Facebook, or no media allowed on Facebook, or some crap like that. Australia tried doing the same thing back in 2017. It just didn't, I don't know, it just fell apart. So, and I'm getting a lot of hearts there on the Facebook. Thank you guys for the hearts. Lots of love. I love the love, man. I love to love. Too bad we weren't on Mic of the Night. We could be playing some music here with you guys tonight. Okay, subway passenger arrested for firing pistol to defend woman. That's coming out of the United States of America. So, wow. So it looks like somebody was holding up somebody or something. And 43-year-old John Road is under arrest after he allegedly fired 2 rounds at a man who was reportedly trying to rob a woman in Manhattan's subway platform. Wow. Man, and on Mic of the Night, we had our New York callers call in from Uptown, Midtown, Harlem, wherever they are, calling into the show and telling us about how public transit is an absolute nuisance. It's an absolute disgusting, it's absolutely out of control. And the whole defunding the police and that Kathy there, the governor, is doing an absolute mess. Oh man, what a disaster in New York. And Chicago, same thing. Illinois, same thing. In the state of Illinois. And we got Don't Be Doug's buddy is saying, love coffee with Mike. Yeah, man. Get some brew. Brew, not beer brew. I mean, coffee brew, Java, Water Joe, whatever you call it. Oh, that tastes good. All right. So, fears of presidential run that could undermine Biden. What else is happening? UN rights chief demand to end strikes. And remember, guys, multiple distractions happening on every front. Multiple distractions. Different. So, Trump-hating De Niro loses in court. Must pay ex-assistant $1.6 million in gender discrimination trial. Man, I don't even know what's going on. There's so much distraction happening from every angle. And anti-Hamas cartoon. What are they distracting? I think the Babylon Bee is more on target when it comes to talking about things. Pentagon. So let's see what Russia Today is reporting on their end. U.S. support for Israel prompting Arab anger, says CNN. Top Russian senator proposes free housing for large families. UK to speed up return of illegal immigrants to India. So there's UK to speed up return of illegal immigrants to India. India. Interesting. That's a very interesting angle. Why India, though? Ukraine is not one of the world's most corrupt countries, right? The reason why I'm bringing up why India is because there's a lot of threatening countries out there where migrants are coming in with all kinds of stuff to cause destruction and recolonize Europe, right? Into the Dark Ages, right? Interesting. I don't get why India. It's like saying Canadians getting ready to be deported. It doesn't make any sense. The people who say defund the police are the first to call the police when they need help. Exactly, Valerie. Exactly. That's exactly. Did you guys? Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. we were doing a mic. This is a very interesting. It was a Mic of the Night we were doing, and we were covering this really interesting story. It was really cute. So there was a huge defund the police protest. It was in Illinois. It was in Chicago. And I can't remember what major boulevard it was on, but there was a major defund the police rally. Huge one outside of the police station. I'm not sure what precinct, but I got to go back to the story, but to find exactly. But right across the street was a jewelry store that was being armed. It was armed robbed. Yes, so across the street was a huge defund the police, and right across the street from that was a jewelry store that was held up and robbed. And they were trying to push their secret thing, and they couldn't get police out there because the police were being defunded. You can't make this stuff up, folks, but it is. It's there. So Earthsign is saying crypto is bull, that's for sure. Yeah, bull market is starting. Yeah, and then this bull market starts when people, again, start to lose confidence. When people start to lose confidence in their governments, they start to lose government, okay. When people start to lose confidence in governments, you start seeing a runoff on the monetary system. When you see a runoff on the monetary system, people start placing their money or cold hard cash into safer havens, whether they trust crypto, whether they trust gold and silver, whatever they trust to put their money in. Sometimes it's real estate, sometimes it's all kinds of stuff. But when there is no confidence in government, you start to see a runoff on the monetary system. And when people start removing their money, that's why they wanted to go digital for the longest time, to prevent people from removing their money. But what's to stop you to transfer your money into crypto? What's to stop you to buy gold and silver on gold? What's to stop you from buying gold and silver on digital debit machine or a debit card or a Visa or a MasterCard? They could limit how much you could spend. They could limit how much you could withdraw. They could limit everything on you. They could have full control of how much you could spend, right? So cash is king. I'm a big cash guy. Cash is the best, and cash is basically legal tender, and it is a promissory note between me and you. And I think cash is king. Yes, cash will lose value through inflationary times. That's why we have gold, silver, and crypto and other things that you could potentially invest in, right? We've been very big on alternative investments here during when people couldn't buy a house for the last 15 years in the West. So we've been in minus the red states of America. I'm talking about like the overpriced BS. So I've been very vocal about, hey, maybe buy a little bit of this, maybe buy this stock, look at this. I'm not a financial expert, but I'm seeing what's happening to the banks. The black swan will swoop in, and it's going to happen, folks. And they are even arguing that they're going to suspend the next presidential election because of fall in the banking system. So they're even looking at suspending the next election in the United States because of a fall in the banking system, folks. So that is very interesting. So we're going to keep our fingers on the pulse here with you guys and go from there. All right. Okay. Hit like for Mike, says Donna. Start your decas, Mike, Screw Gold. Crypto scares me bad, says Sandy. Yeah, it's not for everyone, folks. It's not for everyone, folks. All right, let's go back to, if there's any other comments. There's nothing in Rumble. We do have a few people watching in Rumble. But let's see who's winning the 43 in YouTube, 15 on Rumble. Whoa. We got Chad's in the house saying hi on Rumble. And then we got over on DLive, we don't have much. We just got a few links there by Gary. And then on Twitch, of course, we got nobody watching. And damn, I hope Cake didn't ban me again. Odyssey's not working, folks. So Odyssey's just not working for streaming. I don't know why. Don't know why, folks. Don't know how. Don't understand. But Rumble and DLive and Twitch is working, and Facebook's working. Let's go see Facebook. What's up, Facebook? So we got a lot of people sending a lot of links there. Join the chat group on, what is this, Telegram? I think I'm banned on Telegram. Am I banned on? There's a couple of them I'm banned on. I can never get a grip on all the stuff I'm banned from. There's some stuff I've been banned on from 2018, 2019 too, that I'm not welcome on other platforms. Again, when you tie the money laundering and the fentanyl and all that stuff going back 10 years, you are very kind of an outcast, right? All right, let's go back to what Russia today is stating here. Bangladesh sends more paramilitary units to break up workers' protest. Terrorist economy. Washington is prepared to create a new financial disaster for the whole world. Now, the only thing is, okay, so we got Washington is prepared to create a new financial disaster for the whole world, and that's when the bigger when Rome falls, they want the world to fall with it, right? And I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, and it goes back to the Amero. And I'm thinking, and I've been talking about the Amero for a long time, because there's a rival to the BRICS, right? So I think it was 8 or 10 years ago, we made a video called the Amero will be a new thing to rival BRICS, because the BRICS nations were in full effect with Rousseff there, Dilma Rousseff in Brazil, down in Portuguese America, was basically creating this currency. Obviously, with South Africa and China. We know about this now, but we were reporting on it way back. And there was going to be a gold-backed currency. It was going to be a petrol-backed currency. It's all this currency is going to be, backed by land, backed by food, backed by everything. And my only response to it was, or adversary to this, would be the Amero. Now, if Canada, United States, and Mexico unified, you could have a rival currency to that. But now Mexico wants to join BRICS, so it would be United States and America. Now, Canada does not want to join America because everyone will just leave Canada and go buy a house in Alabama for 60 grand. That's the problem with Canada, because they want people in here paying taxes to maintain this overpriced infrastructure with closing hospitals, healthcare failing, socialized medicine. Well, this is a big problem. So Canada wants to enslave their people, but if we join America, we could get another 10, 15 years of good life, so to say. And if there was one nation, one continent, and then China won't like that because China owns a good chunk of Canada. CCP takeover of Canada. We said China will own Canada by 2020 in our video that we made in 2016. We were warning you guys that the biggest coal mine in British Columbia is owned by Chinese. No Canadian hires. Biggest lithium ion mine in Alberta is owned by Chinese. Biggest coal mine in Equala Islands, Chinese. They own everything. So for Canada to surrender or become a nation with the United States is not good for China. But what is good for Canada? I think Canada joining the Union and being part of the United States and embracing the Constitution, because the Constitution is the only thing I would fight for. I would fight for the knife for the American Constitution here in Canada as a Portuguese. I would fight to the knife if I had to protect the American Constitution. So I wanted to be American so badly. I did all my paperwork. I did everything to live in America. Lived in Florida for a while, did everything by the book, and I was declined. No, I don't have a checkered background. No, I don't have a criminal record. No, I don't. I had a corporation to sponsor me. I did everything by the book. But Americans were protecting their sovereignty. And that's what they have a right to do. Right? So, I think the Amero will be a thing. I think they're going to have to force North America into an Amero. I think America will force Canada into an Amero, even though China wants to be China da, and that's something we've been talking about on the channel for years. If you search across our YouTube channel and type in China da, you'll see videos going back almost 8 years. But this is the problem we're in, this tug of war. If countries remain sovereign and independent, they wouldn't be in this distraction that they are in today, because they can make moves and decisions and not have to invade foreign countries by being pressured by other countries. Anyways. Woo! Okay. So we got Earthside saying back by nothing. Eric is saying it's that time now. Dwayne is saying yes, I agree. I think you are wrong. The fact that there is no physical item attached to BTC is a good thing, says Alan Howick. So we're getting discussion in on crypto there in the comments, live comments here on YouTube. So Evaldo Tech Valhalla Wisdom is saying educate yourself in all things, including BTC, blockchain, crypto, and Web3. Web3? See, I need to educate myself because I have no idea what Web3 is. Yes, Ontario is talking about a border wall from the U.S. Yes, because... Okay, I'm going to address that comment. DK is saying Ontario is talking about a border wall now from the USA. Yes, they have to keep Canadians from escaping to America. When you are down and out broke, but you have a skilled trade, or you know some plumbing, or you're a handyman, you know you're really good at a certain trade, you're a good baker, you're good at stuff. And with the huge labor shortage in America, you can just go down, pick up a home in Alabama for 90 grand, kind of resettle your roots. They're going to build a wall on the Canadian side to prevent Canadians from escaping. We were telling you guys back in 2010 on our first YouTube channel that the wall in the southern American border was being built to keep the Americans from escaping into Mexico. Right? Now, Canada will definitely build a wall or a fence to keep Canadians in. They're going to make it think we got to keep these pesky Americans out of Canada. No American in his right mind will come to Canada and buy a tear-down home that you could buy in Gainesville, Florida for 40 grand and pay in Canada $1.7 million, right? You're thinking, Mike, that's impossible. No, it's very possible because the house in Gainesville, Florida may have a quarter acre of land. Try coming to one of the Canadian cities and buying a house with a quarter acre of land. You're looking at $3-4 million tear down. So I want to make myself clear here. If Canada puts up a wall, it's to keep Canadians from escaping to the United States of America. And that's why the American Constitution is the only thing I'd fight the knife for. The only thing I'd fight here as a Portuguese living in Canada. All right. The window is closing on BTC, soon unaffordable for most. Okay. Working poor, says Earthsign. Yep, working poor is massive. Gains in gross. Valerie saying, the phrase country boy can survive in more than you think. So, working poor. That is a very interesting little phrase. Let's see if we talked about it on the channel. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we did. Yeah, here it is, folks. Working poor. I haven't heard that one in a while. Economic takeover, war against the working poor. Used to be known as middle class in Western society before the economic takeover. That was before they pulled the trigger on the pandemic. Middle class can't afford food. Food bank notice increase of working poor. Stock market talk, working poor 4 years ago. The health cost of being poor. Governments to use third parties to do their dirty work. Let me see. That's 5 months ago. Rest in peace, Vancouver middle class economy is too dependent on real estate. We need exports 6 years ago. I'm just trying to see if there's any more working poor videos. We did quite a few, actually. Chinese housing wave tsunami hits Toronto and Seattle as Vancouver implements foreign buyers tax. Woo! Anyways, working poor. Yeah, it's just a term we've been very vocal about here on the channel. And I just thought I'd check out what we had for it here. What we call a poor in America is rich in most of the world. Okay. So let's see on Rumble. Nobody on Rumble. Leave your comments, folks. I checked the platforms to check you guys out. I've been looking into moving out east, but it's no different. It's still expensive wherever you go. Hello, Mike from Niagara, Ontario. Yeah, Canada's really hard, man. Canada's really hard. The only way they can fix Canada's problems is to stop. They got to stop the money laundering. They got to stop. Once the money laundering stops, and then they put a money laundering investigative task force like they've done multiple times here in Canada, and then they cancel it. So if the money laundering task force in Canada was going to arrest Canadian proper, like Canadian people, they would go ahead and actually arrest them and fix the problems with money laundering. But because it's not Canadian people that are on the hook for this, they're not going to bother with it. So that's just how it works. Okay, let's go back here. So we got a lot of Bitcoin discussion here. Maybe we should do a call in or two for someone to update us on what's happening with the cryptocurrency and what's happening with Bitcoin, just to give us a little bit of updates on where and what is happening. All right, let's get back to what do we got here? What do I got for time? Yeah, I got a little bit of time here with you guys. It is Friday, guys. It's Morning Coffee with Mike. Countries declaring war on bedbugs. Changing voting system in the world's largest democracy could be problematic. Former election commissioner. So India is looking to go obviously towards the digital side so they could fix elections. Ukraine not ready to join the EU as a member state. And German homelessness raises 50% in a year, says media. And we've been covering the whole migrant takeover of Germany. And Canada's looking to ban smoking tobacco. The Great Grift, the aid, the COVID aid. Thieves bought fancy cars and a Pokemon card, even a private island. And top 1% of tax filers saw an increase by almost 10%. What else? Oh, ho, 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 ho. So here it is, folks. Here it is, folks. Canada's socialized medicine. We've been warning you about this for over 10 years. Ontario mom says she waited over 20 minutes for ambulance after being told toddler's seizure was not a priority. I'm not going to get vulgar on here. We'll save that for Mike of the Night. I'm not going to freak out on here with you guys. It's Morning Coffee with Mike. I kind of want to do more of a positive spin on things, like more of a good vibe things, but this is really heartbreaking, especially because socialized medicine doesn't work. And there's a percentage of Canadians that would rather pay for healthcare and go in and get evaluated. I would pay $400 or $500 to do a full evaluation on me to see where I'm at, what's happening with me. I don't have a problem with that, right? I don't have a problem provided it's honest and it's not a big pharma doctor trying to push big pharma on me. Someone that's honestly going to take care of me and look at me and see what my problem is, right? But there it is. When Bolton, Ontario, mother Fada called 911 to help for her toddler who was suffering from a complex seizure triggered by a fever, she expected paramedics to be there in a matter of minutes. And the seizure, which occurred, it's a febrile seizure, I'm not sure what that means, which occurred on the night of September 6th, was the sixth one her 2.5-year daughter had experienced since she was diagnosed with the condition just shy of her birthday. She was playing completely happy, no signs of illness whatsoever. Then I noticed her lips were blue. Fuad told CP24 this week. Not even a minute later, she started seizing because this is her sixth one. Wow. What a heartbreaking story, guys. I knew what to do. I ran upstairs and grabbed the seizure medication and called 911 right away. Wow, this is really heartbreaking. And, I had a seizure problem in our household when my dad suffered a head injury at work, working construction, building Canada for future generations of money launderers. When my dad was building Canada, working on the Air Canada Centre, working on all these big projects, he suffered a head injury. And we suffered, he suffered, then they got it under control, and he lived a good rest of his life and enjoyed his family very much. But yeah, it's very heartbreaking, and it is something that's hard to forget, and I feel for the family, and I understand what the family is going through. All right, let's go back to your comments, guys. Before I start crying here on Morning Coffee with Mike, who else is out there? All right, there's no one in YouTube. I believe this is part of Made. We are, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know what, guys? I'm gonna do a separate Made video today, folks, for you guys. And, I don't know, maybe a separate video or something. I really want to, yeah, maybe I should just do this right now. Okay, give me a sec, folks. I'm gonna set up a video for you guys. I'm gonna set up a video within this video for you guys, and maybe, I could, I could, give me a second, folks. There it is right there. I'm gonna, yeah, let me get this set up so we could talk about this here, and I'm gonna go through our friend there, Mark Crispin Miller at Substack here. Let's see if we could find if I can find a link without having to go to. Let me go real quick, guys, into my. I got a message in, and I kind of want to do this right for you guys. Oh, I got Twitch open here. Just verify me. Okay, here we go. Let me go back in here real quick, folks. I got a very important message, and I kind of want to tie it into what's happening here. Okay, here it is. And there it is right there. And then SOS from Canada, as I'm looking for, is something else. So we got SOS from Canada that we need to bring up. And that's another one I need to bring up to tie in this video for you guys. This is how I tie in my videos for you guys. And okay, all right, I got this ready to go here. So, all right. All right, I got this ready for you guys to go here. All right, guys, let's talk about what's happening with MAID and euthanasia in Canada and assisted suicide, or whatever you guys are calling it. And we've been very vocal, again, on this channel. And let's get into it, folks. So what is happening? What is happening? So under, if you go to markcrispinmiller.substack.com, you could find a note from, so you go into in memory of those who died suddenly in Canada, October 30th to November 6th. You scroll down to euthanasia. So you click on here, and you'll see euthanasia responsible for 4.1% of all Canadian deaths in 2022. Last year, 4.1% of all deaths in Canada were due to MAID, medical assistance in dying. According to the country's health ministry, this amounts to a total of 13,241 people who died under Canada's MAID program in 2022, marking a 31% rise on the previous year. These findings provide succor to claims that MAID critics that the program has become too permissive. Federal guidelines stipulate that clients must have a grievous and irremediable medical condition. No. But towards the end of last year, the program was criticized for allegedly driving citizens into assisted suicide on the grounds of poverty, lack of health care, including a cash-strapped woman suffering from chronic health conditions. So this is what's... Okay, so now, what did we do here on the channel? Well, this is what I did. I made a prediction 5 years, 11 months ago. 1 in 10 Canadians to be euthanized by 2025. Governments will force anyone and everyone. This is scary. Okay, so when I made this prediction here, I was kind of off the cusp, you know, I don't know, would they do that? It got to a point where we did an SOS out of Canada. Somebody help us, SOS from Canada. So 2 months ago, I did a video like this. Look at this. Stop murdering us. SOS from Canada. Government-sanctioned murder by 2024. But look at this one here. We were warning people on this. This was on Mike in the Night. Why? Because in the United Kingdom, a few months back on June 2023, Canada is on track for another record-busting year of euthanasia deaths, with 35% to jump to 13,500 state-sanctioned suicides by 2022, the DailyMail.com projection shows. So I got really, this is getting serious, folks. And I did a serious message. We did the SOS videos right here. Someone help us. SOS from Canada. Stop murdering us. One after another. And then I pleaded. SOS message. Serious message to Joe Rogan. SOS from Canada. So I reached out to see if Joe Rogan or Russell Brand or some of these, heroes out there, these social media gurus, even Tucker Carlson, somebody could say something about this and help us with our government-sanctioned murder up here, right? So I've been trying so hard to do something like to try and, it goes back to me wishing I could have done more at an earlier time, or doing my videos differently, or maybe creating more of a clickbait to get people to see them a long time ago. So stuff like this could be stopped. I don't know, guys. So SOS from Canada again, and it's gonna get worse. And that's why they're building a wall, or they're talking about building a wall. Anyways. Okay, so we got Tuna saying staff turnover is huge. Debbie is saying I follow Mark Crispin. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie's got a channel there that you want to check out on YouTube that I tune into on a semi-daily basis. And we should get her on. And maybe do some reporting even for Mike in the Night if she'd like to. Guys, just for Mike in the Night, I did post, we are slowly porting over our older videos. You want to see a classic, watch Mike in the Night 387. We ported it over to our Rumble platform. If you want to watch something even deeper, people are calling me on this one today. 420 of Mike in the Night on Odyssey, episode 420. Go back to 420. 387 is really good, but on Rumble, we got our I'm going to give you guys a link to that one if you guys want to check out the Mike in the Night. That was posted on October 16, 2021. And there it is. If you guys want to check that one out. Debbie is saying, thanks, Mike. Yeah, no worries. We've been around for a long time. Probably since 2010, making these kind of videos. And lost channels over the time. Fasting works. I'm always fasting, Tuna. Tuna, I'm fasting all the time, buddy. I drink coffee through the day, and then at night I have a little bit of dinner and I'm good to go. There's no need for a 45-year-old man like myself. There's no need for an old man like myself to be eating 3 meals a day. I'm not moving around and picking things up like crazy and building walls. And okay, we got some comments here. We got Mr. Canada 66 in Rumble saying, Joe Rogan is a shill, Mike. You are our real deal. Thank you. I'm going to paste that for you. Guys, check out this Rumble episode we put up of Mike in the Night 387, if you guys have the time, and listen to it in the background. So somebody saying, I would love, over on D-Live, we're getting somebody commenting, I would love to move to the Azores. My dad is from there. Yes, you can. If your dad is from there, you could apply for Portuguese citizenship online. And you could apply for Portuguese citizenship. And you could apply for a citizenship that gives you access to the Portuguese Commonwealth. So you could work in Angola, you could work in Mozambique, East Timor, Macau and China. You could work in Brazil, and that one allows you into the Portuguese Commonwealth if you decide to move around without any hindrance or find a good job somewhere, or an engineering job down in Luanda, or if you're somewhere in Guinea-Bissau in Portuguese Africa, you could pretty much land something, right? All right, we got Walking Journey in the house here too. And guys, it looks like we may be streaming on Twitch, DLive, Rumble for Mike in the Night, because Rumble's working again. We keep getting channel violations on other platforms, even though they're freedom of speech platforms. We are kind of getting kicked around. I think Kick kicked us off, and Odyssey is not letting us stream, unfortunately. So that is a problem. Okay, this is a morning coffee with Mike, and maybe wrap up a few more comments with you guys. And wrap up a few more comments here with you guys and see what you guys are saying here. We got What Kind of Fast Tuna says, fasting has been a healing regimen for thousands of years. It works. Yeah, fasting works really good. Clears your mind, clears the cloudiness in the brain. Clears, well, I'm kind of cheating on that too, because I've been taking my glutathione for 2 months now. Where is it? This one right here I've been taking. I think there is a link in the description for it, but I've been taking that. Support us with the glutathione here. If you guys want to support us with that, I would appreciate it. And it would help me out with the transmission a lot, and just help me out, keep us going here. And wow, a lot of Rumble heroes are live right now. A lot of Rumble heroes. Wow. Yeah, let me see if I could find. Yeah, let me see if I could find a link to our. Keep clicking on the wrong links here, folks. Sorry about that. So we got here. There you go. Link to the most powerful glutathione. There it is. I'm going to put it in the live chat if anyone cares to check it out. I've been taking it now, I don't know, 6-7 weeks. So there's the link to the most powerful glutathione, in my opinion, in the world. And if you guys want to check it out, put that in the Rumble if that's okay. And put that in the DLive if you guys want to check that out. I appreciate that very much. And I'll put that in the Twitch, even though there's nobody watching on Twitch. We're on our 5th or 6th Twitch channel. And I'll put that in the live chat here with you guys on Facebook that are still tuned in. There's the glutathione I'm taking. And if you guys want to... Whoops! There's Average Mike's background, guys. You know, I got something funny to say. I got somebody come in... Somebody was telling me that their wife told them, you should go to Mike's place and help him clean up that basement. It looks really bad. So... They don't know it's just the background. And here's Mike in the Night here. There's Mike in the Night. That's from November 11th. I'm going to get that fixed for you guys for tomorrow night. And then there's Average Mike's here. Right? And then there's Morning Coffee here for you guys. You guys get to see a little bit of how the back end of the show works. You know, I love you guys, man. I love being with you guys. My line medicine doubled in price, so I'm going to make my own for half the price. My ancient Egyptian black cumin seed oil should come in today, and will take 2 weeks to make. Maybe, Debbie, you should come on Mike in the Night and explain to us how that's made and how it helps you and what it does for you, right? Yeah. 100% no pharmaceutical person used to make it. My wife made apple butter with sweet potatoes. I felt like a new man. Clove, cinnamon, love. Oh, don't say that. King of the Dots is telling us what he ate, and it sounds really good. I'm going to fast through the day a little bit. Probably go catch a hockey game later with my son. Yeah, I would love to. It's my first time. Yeah, we should get Debbie calling into Mike in the Night. She's got a lot of information for us. She's on the ground there in Vancouver. We lost our Vancouver reporter, or people reporting for Mike in the Night in Vancouver, has disappeared. So Chico Santana, I have no idea. We had him on Mike in the Night when we were still on YouTube reporting in Vancouver, and then Chico Santana, he was working 2 jobs, and I don't know where he is anymore. I tried calling him on Skype twice yesterday, and he never picked up at all. He hasn't been on anywhere lately. So anyways, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to go off and open my store. I hope you guys enjoyed Morning Coffee with Mike. And I will see you guys. See ya, Tuna. See ya, Valerie. See ya, everybody here, and Debbie. Been loved. Everybody in the King of the Dots on YouTube and on Rumble. Thank you, Walk686 and Mr. Can666. And on DLive, Gary, D56D in the house. Thank you so much. And on Twitch, there is nobody there. And on Facebook, thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. And thanks, Mike. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everybody on Facebook. And yes, I think we are coming to our end here of Morning Coffee with Mike. Oh, somebody is commenting on another. I see what's happening here. They're allocating all the comments on another platform. Oh, interesting. Interesante. Muy interesante. All right, folks. Mike Martins here. Thanks for joining us for Morning Coffee. I have spoken.